During Hollywood's heyday, the name Doris Day was highly regarded as an actress and singer with a career spanning more than 60 years. Renowned for her roles in motion pictures such as Pillow Talk and Calamity Jane, as well as her popular song Sira Sira, Day's skill and charisma elevated her to a highly respected position in the entertainment business. Her life, meanwhile, was characterized by more than simply Hollywood flash and glamour. It was also filled with difficult personal connections. Day, who was 97 years old when he passed away in May 2019, left behind a legacy that still serves as an inspiration to many. However, Day's funeral and grave monument were unexpectedly absent after her death. This unusual decision was not a random choice, but a reflection of Day's personal beliefs and the complexities of her personal life. Join us as we explore the reasons behind this decision, delving into the life of Doris Day and the circumstances that led to her unique final wishes. Life and career. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio, on April 3, 1922, as Doris Mary Ann Kappelhoff, Doris Day started her path to fame at an early age. When she was a teenager, a vehicle accident ended her dream of becoming a dancer. But this misfortune helped her realize that music was her actual calling. Day's vocal ability was found while she was healing from her wounds, and by the time she was 17, she was on tour with the Les Brown Band. Day's song, Sentimental Journey, which rapidly became an anthem for World War II soldiers returning home, marked his breakthrough in the music business in 1945. Her calming voice and pure appearance struck a chord with the audience, launching a lucrative music career that included multiple hit albums. Day made the switch to acting in the late 1940s, starring in her first motion picture, Romance on the High Seas. Her innate charm and comedic gift rapidly elevated her to stardom in Hollywood. Day starred in other popular movies during the following 20 years, such as Calamity Jane, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and Pillow Talk, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award. Day's Hollywood career encompassed a variety of genres, such as comedies, dramas, thrillers, and musicals. With her astute, moral, and upbeat on-screen image, she became one of the biggest movie stars of the 1950s and 1960s, personifying the ideal American woman of the day. Actress Day has received numerous awards for her contributions to the film and music industry. She was awarded the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award in 1989, the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2004, and the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008. The Los Angeles Film Critics Association awarded her the Career Achievement Award in 2011. Day's 29th studio album, My Heart, achieved a top 10 position in the UK charts in 2011. As of 2020, she is among the 8 music artists who have been the highest-grossing act at the box office in the United States 4 times. Day later co-founded Actors and Others for Animals and the Doris Day Pet Foundation in 1978. She also became a founding member and president of the Doris Day Animal League, advocating for laws regulating animal treatment. The estrangement of her grandson. Doris Day and her grandson, Ryan Melcher, have been estranged due to the interference of Day's manager, Bob Bashara. After his father died in 2004, Bashara took control of Day's affairs and cut off communication between them. Ryan's last attempt to reconnect with his grandmother was thwarted by Bashara, who fired long-standing members of Day's foundation board and replaced them with his family members. Ryan's efforts to raise awareness about the situation were met with resistance, and he ultimately decided to stop fighting, fearing his actions might cause stress for his grandmother's declining mental health. The estrangement from her grandson was a source of sorrow for Day, who remained committed to her passion for animal welfare and lived a private life until her death. Personal struggles and relationships. Doris Day's life was not without its share of personal struggles. Despite her sunny on-screen persona, her off-screen life was marked by tumultuous relationships and personal tragedies. Her 4 marriages were fraught with issues, including domestic violence, infidelity, and financial instability. Day's first husband, Al Jordan, was a musician. They had a son named Terry, but their marriage was short-lived, ending in divorce after 2 years. Her second marriage to George Weidler also ended quickly in separation. In 1951, she married Martin Melcher, who became both her husband and manager. They were together until he died in 1968. During her marriage to Melcher, Day faced significant financial difficulties due to his poor investment choices and his association with an unscrupulous lawyer, which led to substantial financial losses after his death. This financial instability ultimately resulted in her bankruptcy and a nervous breakdown. However, in 1974, she successfully sued the lawyer and was awarded $22 million, marking a significant victory. Day's fourth marriage to Barry Comden ended in divorce in 1981. After this, she chose to remain single, dedicating her time and energy to animal welfare and founding the Doris Day Animal Foundation. Day's relationship with her only child, Terry, was complex. Despite difficulties in their relationship, including Terry's adoption by Melcher, Day and her son shared a close bond. However, her relationship with her grandson, Ryan Melcher, Terry's only child, was more complicated. Ryan claims he was barred from seeing his grandmother during her final years by her manager, Bob Bashara. In 2004, Doris Day experienced a significant personal tragedy when her son, Terry, passed away after a prolonged battle with skin cancer. This loss, coupled with the estrangement from her grandson, added another layer of sorrow to Day's personal life. Despite her desire to reconnect with Ryan, as revealed by a pen pal of Day's, the estrangement remained until her death. Despite these challenges, Day remained resilient, focusing on her passion for animal welfare and maintaining a private, simple lifestyle until she died in 2019. Day's preference for privacy, combined with the personal losses she endured, played a significant role in her decision not to have a funeral or grave marker. Final years and death. In her latter years, Doris Day decided to live a tranquil life in Carmel-by-the-Sea, California, and withdraw from the spotlight. Day never stopped advocating for animal welfare, even after leaving the entertainment sector. She established the nonprofit Doris Day Animal Foundation to assist animals and their caregivers. Part of her life and legacy was her dedication to this cause. Day, who was 97 years old, passed away on May 13, 2019. Although her death signaled the end of an era, her influence endures thanks to her work in music, movies, and animal rights activism. In keeping with her private disposition, Day did, however, make an unexpected choice about the funeral plans after her passing. Bob Bashara, Day's manager and friend, said that Day had explicitly stated in her will that she did not want a burial monument, memorial service, or funeral. This choice was based on Day's convictions rather than being motivated by fear or negativity. She was averse to death and disliked discussing it. Death to her was a component of life, and she didn't see the need for elaborate ceremonies or markers. Day's experiences in her last years also had an impact on her decision. Two major events in her life were the loss of her only son, Terry, and her estrangement from her grandson, Ryan Melcher. Her distinct last wishes resulted from these personal losses as well as her desire for seclusion. Day turned to her pets for comfort and strength as she aged. She previously said that her dogs had given her joy and fortitude amid the difficult and depressing times she had gone through in the previous years. She learned that in moments of extreme distress, there is some consolation and comfort that come only from the quiet, loving company of animals. Day's last years were characterized by her strong sense of fortitude and abiding affection for her animal companions. Because she was a private person and considered death a natural part of life, she decided against having a funeral or a grave monument. Her contributions to music, movies, and animal rights have left a lasting impact that is still felt today. Outro. The life of Doris Day was an example of her resilience and unwavering convictions. Her personal life was characterized by several difficulties and heartbreaks, despite her notoriety and success as a Hollywood actress and singer. However, Day's narrative demonstrates resiliency rather than failure. She overcame every obstacle with poise and resolve, never letting her hardships overshadow her career successes or her dedication to animal welfare. Her choice to forego a funeral and a grave monument was indicative of her private disposition and practical outlook on life and death. There you have it. It's now time to hear from you. Let us know what you think about Doris Day's life and legacy.